Welcome everybody to another PlayerJuan stream where we just finished playing the Resident Evil 3 Remake demo on PlayStation 4, and honestly I was very disappointed. I played it and it just kept motivating me to want to play the original game, but I feel like it looks cool and I have no doubt a lot of people are going to like it, but I think that as a demo it should have definitely brought more to the table, especially after I just played the Trials of Mana demo on Nintendo Switch, and I got like a good 2 hours of that. And it's not about a demo being like super long. I feel like it felt empty. It felt like, well, this is something that people can play, but I guess if you want to play Resident Evil, you're probably going to play that game. So I also understand their situation of like, well, should we even bother putting out a demo or a different kind of demo or something? So this is our second stream. I don't think I've ever done two streams like this where I finish one and I'm like, whatever, let's do another one. I was initially going to record a video for Resident Evil 3, but I'm not going to do that. So let's play at least a little bit of Trials of Mana for the PlayStation 4. I will happily close that right there. So everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me here. And I don't know what all of you thought about the remake demo, the Resident Evil 3 one, but maybe if I played it on PC, I would think about it differently. But like I mentioned, I'm not going to work on a video just for the views, because it's going to be a negative video. I think it's going to be a lot of me just saying, why did they release that? And honestly, that's not the environment we need right now, so I'm good. Can everybody see me well? Because Nicole did write earlier that we're having some connection problems. I guess a lot of people have been using the internet because they are home, right? So it would not surprise me that there would be connection problems. Whoa. Turn this down. I'm actually happy about this because it gives me a chance to play other characters. So I not only do I get to play the PS4 version, I get to check out other characters. Oh, King Yo-Yo sent me a message. That's you. Is it the King Yo-Yo? Player sent a sticker to one of your groups. What? I was pretty sure, I'm gonna be real, I was pretty sure that, oh well, did you click on that bell, Yannick? Make sure you click on that bell, hit all, and that way you will be notified. But I was so damn sure that I was gonna love the RE3 remake demo, and I was gonna feel indifferent about this one, yet here's me playing more Trials of Mana and not wanting to play more Resident Evil 3 remake. You never know what's gonna happen. Don't think I'm going to be playing the full demo because it can last about 2 hours, so I'm going to be doing around 30 minutes just to get a quick taste of one of the other characters. Going to choose pretty much everything I chose in the other version. Okay, nice. Yeah, when people say click on the bell, they really do mean it. Put it this way. Even my most popular video, 98% of people that watch my videos are not subscribers. Think about that. 97 to 98% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. I know I'm not the only YouTuber with that happening, but it lets you know that the subscriber number honestly doesn't matter a lot. More so than the amount of people that hit the notifications. Okay, so on the Switch version, I chose Kevin as the main character, and damn, the characters look so much better here. Holy crap, okay. Now that I'm like seeing, man, and this is the regular PS4. Gonna choose him. Gonna go with a completely different team. So him, already had Hawkeye and the other one, and her. So let's go with Angela.
Princess of Altena.
And let's go with Well, I bet you do, Mr. Kane. Let's go with Kevin, but this time as a secondary companion, as opposed to my main character. So this is going to be my party. Oh yeah, like some of you like that Angela, huh? By the way, I like the fact that in the Cast of the Past Discord, everybody's been sharing their game collections or game rooms. I think that's really cool, so thank you to those that have done that. Okay, so I haven't seen anything about this character, so let's enjoy.
Duran, hey, you're up. Pull yourself together.
Commence the final match for the Sword Mastery Tournament Youth Division.
Combatants forward.
I'll break you like a dry noodle.
Give it a try. I dare you.
Ooh. That texture pumping, you see that? It's weird having already worked on a video about this game because my instinct, which is a bad one, is to record more footage. I'm like, Juan, I already did a video. Also, seriously, the PS4 is making some damn loud sounds. Not as much as the remake as the other one, but yeah, we do have a PS4 Pro. I may have to put this here, and I may have to put the Pro here for a little while and put this one over there, because really we're pretty much not using the PS4 Pro in the other place. So like where it is, it's not receiving any kind of benefit.
I forfeit.
Are you guys good on toilet paper and stuff? Yeah, we're actually doing pretty good. Miss Your Judgment streams part 2, baby. I was actually going to stream yesterday. Things at work have been okay, and honestly, just yesterday, let's just say I would not have been good company on stream. So I was like, it's not, you know. Even today, this morning, you know, more information keeps coming out. It's a scary situation, right?
His mother succumbed to sickness and grief, leaving him and his younger sister Wendy to their aunt Stella.
But the judgment streams are going to continue. It's just a matter of working from home is a challenge for people that are not used to, like, for me, usually when I'm home and when I say I'm done, right? It's like disconnecting. But when you supervise, disconnecting also means you're getting a phone call you got to answer. So it's difficult. Even like on the episode of Happy to Fail I was recording yesterday, I got a work call as I was recording. So there's literally like, it should not be noticeable in the episode, but I had like a good 5 minutes that I needed to be like, I got to get back in the zone because somebody just interrupted me, you know?
On its way. I'll do one more round in the meantime.
Oh, you got that, Yannick? Nice. Nice. Let me know how that one works out for you. Yeah, people are hoarding toilet paper like crazy. I went to the supermarket today for the first time in a few days, and they have some really good protocols. So they're only allowing 6 people in every 5 to 10 minutes, just to keep a good flow, and 6 feet between each other. And to the point that I basically didn't even have a line to a pace. So if you follow me on Instagram, I actually Instagram storied that. People, you got to plug the social media, right?
Don't worry. His Highness and I won't lose.
It's a weird situation though, because like I don't see a scenario where I don't have a job, but there are situations that could prevent us from being paid for a while. So it's scary, right? Makes you think about like secondary sources of income. This is something I would not bring up on the main channel at all. I'm just saying, because I mean, I love and respect all of you. I was like, could I get a Patreon maybe in the future to cover for some game stuff in the channel? Because even now, I'm like, okay, I pay, because remember, like, every app that I use, I pay for it legally. So like my video editing app, I pay that. Everything that I get, the music, like the music that you hear in these streams and everything, I come from a production background, so I don't pirate any of that stuff, but that costs money. And now I'm like, okay, this is where you make decisions, because not only do I support here, I also have my mom that depends on me exclusively. So it's these difficult situations that, once again, everything can be fine in a couple of weeks, but it's there, right? It's like there in your mind, thinking like, well, is it really going to be okay? Like, what's really going to be happening? So it's scary. It's scary.
Oh, Stella.
How could you let your illness go untreated for so long, Simone?
Yeah, no, I'm surprised, Kane, at how prepared people have been here. They've been really, really responsible.
Neglected his duties for my sake.
I paid no attention to these cutscenes.
Couldn't hold him back.
Should probably try that. Okay, so his story is a lot more of sickness.
Stella. My children.
Do not fret, Simone. I will take care of them as if they were my own.
You have my thanks.
There's a common theme that everybody that you play as, they've had somebody close to them that has passed away. Because I've seen that happen with 2 other characters at this point. But man, this game looks so much better here. Oh, that was the... Yeah, I know the video you're talking about, actually.
Sleeping on the job.
Yeah, no, this game looks... It already looked pretty good on Switch, but damn, this version looks so much better.
Don't give in.
Oh yeah, Kevin, definitely. That is without question one of the biggest benefits. Nicole and I were talking about that. I mean, Luis Alberto, ¿cómo está usted, caballero? Man, this looks so much... Yeah, oof. If you have a PS4 or a Switch, it's not even question which one you should get. Unless you want the portability, of course. But there will basically be no way, like right now I'm streaming, Nicole is working from her office. So even though she's in chat, she's actually working right now. This could not happen, right? If we didn't have our own separate spaces. It's like I told Nicole, like, look, I mean, I can do a lot of work stuff, but the thing is, I got to take it slow, right? I'm actually delegating a lot of the things that, because I work as a contractor. So like I work based on hours. I'm not an employee. So I'm voluntarily giving some of my assignments to the people that I supervise because they have children, right? And I'm like, look, Nicole and I can spare, so it's like a weird situation. I know it's not common, but I told my boss, like, hey, I'm going to give them some of my tasks at the expense of me getting paid less. But you don't know how long this is gonna last, right? So... Yeah, I actually have Valkyria Chronicles on PC. I don't know if you saw, Kevin, I actually put out a podcast episode today about working from home. If you search Happy to Fail, you can find that. It's also available on video on Facebook. And I don't mean to keep plugging, but it's just like, it is tied to that. And yeah, you gotta get very creative. And I think it's difficult for many people to work from home. And you gotta understand, especially if they have kids. I mean, your case, right? So... For me, it's a lot easier because Nicole just works in her office, I work in mine. Not a lot of changes. Damn, this game looks pretty. Yeah, the podcast was on a sabbatical for a little while, but obviously these different things motivated me. Yeah, I do think it's on Steam as well. I did a really bad job of doing that research because I mainly focus on the consoles, but if you look up Happy to Fail on any of the podcast apps, it's also available on Spotify, Stitcher. If you want the video version, it's facebook.com/happy2fail. It's also on YouTube. The YouTube channel, it pretty much dead, like, cause it's never been the priority for me for that, so it's just now that I'm starting to work on that.
Someone infiltrated the castle. Find them.
There's like 24 episodes.
Seems you'll live another day. No matter. If
all the kings
Yeah,
of
Valkyrian
Greece
Chronicles
are
is a really cool
your
game.
caliber, we can take this kingdom anytime we choose.
Played it for a few hours when it first came out on PS3. I just think that more so than working from home, this whole situation has let us know that people do have to become more independent and get more creative with their jobs, right? I think that there is going to be a situation now that unless this becomes under control, you're going to have a lot of YouTubers even without a job, because if sponsors stop sponsoring videos, then you're left with ad revenue. If people stop promoting stuff, there's going to be less ads. So, yeah, Keith. Obviously, I don't want to talk about other people's situations. Let's just say that everybody is in a threatening situation. So, you can kind of read between the lines in that. Where a lot of our jobs and situations are based on public, and there's no public, there's no job.
We cannot act rashly. Whoever attacked last night got past our defenses, and some of our
I love how
best
this game
soldiers.
looks.
If we act hastily, we could fall into our enemy's trap. First, we must strengthen the castle's defenses and increase the guard. Then we shall send our own spies into Altanish territory.
I want to skip more to the gameplay, but I don't want to skip the cutscenes.
But why would the true queen of Altena attack Valsena of all places?
I don't know. I wish I had a mustache like he did. People have said the demo is a little bit slow here. I think this is an art style many companies sort of take after, right? Because it's by Square Enix, and it does have some similarities. It's not exactly the same, but it does look a little bit like Dragon Quest.
You should be in bed, silly.
Red, whatever, just...
Usually, I'm not a big fan of the overly big eyes, especially in female characters. You may notice they make the eyes a lot bigger.
Are you listening to me?
Oh, you did it? Nice, man. You've been beating a lot of games this year, right? So, that is awesome.
Listen! I hate you!
I'm surprised. I've beaten a couple of games. Like, I usually am the first person to say that I've not done so, but I don't think I can no longer say that this year. I saw a short video of your trip. Oh, right, that DC trip. Damn, right. Yeah, no, my goal right now, obviously all of this changed things dramatically. But one of my goals has been what I'm doing with gaming. I want it to be this, like, not add more. Like, this week is different, right? Because like a lot of demos happen to come out that I'm actually interested in. But generally speaking, any other time that I put into production, I want it to be more like a vlogs, more things about myself, things that I like to do, like the Instagram, like the podcast. I'm changing it in a way that it also kind of works like a vlog. If you compare earlier podcast episodes, like the first 10 to this last one, I even speak a little bit faster, and that's on purpose, because, you know, you also got to work on retaining an audience, and I think striking that balance is easier said than done for some people. Like this latest podcast episode, it's not a lot different than the gaming channel. But that also depends on the topic, right? This latest episode was more on tips, so it's not like this super personal story, you know, where I've had episodes that do speak about suicide and other stuff that obviously I'm not going to have this, you know, super high intensity energy happening. Yeah, exactly. The chibi-ish art style. I don't know what you guys and gals thought about, like, World of Final Fantasy. That's a game that I do have on PS4. And as much as I like the gameplay, there I thought the chibi was a little too hard. If you haven't seen Juan wear sunglasses while driving on his Instagram, where are you at? I should probably wear more sunglasses. Man, the game feels so damn smooth. Personally, this is my favorite type of art style. Like, I don't care about realism. I don't need games to look like real life. For that, I'll go outside. I mean, I guess that's a bad comparison now, right? But I like it when a game can be like this. Or I think even Judgment and Yakuza is like a good example of like, it's trying to emulate real life, but still looks like a video game.
Welcome, young man. This shop is for reading fortunes. Your pinch
Are those eyebrows?
You have a lot on your mind, son.
Are those eyebrows?
What?
People's lives are 99%.
That's disgusting, people.
But the
What
rest of your future is
the hell is that?
by your will. It is up to you to decide.
Ultra, what's going on, my friend? Espero que la estés pasando bien. Si en algún momento te esquipa un poquito el stream, hemos tenido muchos problemas con Mixer. También estamos live en Facebook, YouTube, etc. And I was, as I said on the Resident Evil 3 remake stream, we will be concluding streaming on Mixer in about a week, probably. Just gonna be repeating that a couple times, just in case nobody's followed me on the other platforms. The second YouTube channel and Twitch are gonna be the main ones. Kane, those would be amazing glasses to own. Y Ultra, espero que todo esté tranquilo contigo, con tu familia.
You must head to Holy City Wendell. The Priest of Light can teach you how to switch your class.
Would you ever do videos on your impressions of the Indie Directs or the PS5 presentation? Doesn't have to be technical, but as a follower. I was actually going to do that yesterday. It's just that some work stuff came in that honestly brought my enthusiasm level down, right, in general. And I sat down here, and I could have recorded something, but I didn't because it's like a feeling, right? It's like... when I recorded the Trials of Mana video, that happened just to give you an idea of how much my day changed. My day yesterday was going to be, I was going to play in the morning this demo, and then by noon have the video up. I played this demo, the Switch version, I played it like at 2 p.m. and I recorded the video at like just before Dynamite, so like 6 p.m. Y Ultra, muchas gracias por esos sparks, caballero. I have not had acupuncture done. I've always been curious about it because I've read a lot of the benefits. Where do I go? There we go. This initial part's not very action oriented, so I'm trying to get by as quickly as I can to get to the action because the gameplay, people, is very, very good.
That lousy, conniving, murderous Crimson Wizard is dead meat. I won't let him get away. Not again.
Yeah, no, that's why, like, ideally, for me, it's like, it's not a character, but it's a mood that I get in. Same thing with, like, the podcast. Like, when I'm on, I'm on. Like, I could record 5 videos. Like I mentioned, like, the video that you're going to be seeing this Sunday, I recorded a month ago. About a month ago. So, and I recorded 3 other videos that same day. And those are still going to be coming out. And that was actually not difficult at all to record, but it's because that was the only thing that I did that day. Like, I woke up with the mindset of, I am only going to get up and record videos today. And I had that mindset yesterday, but because it's like every time it was like something else came up. I'm like, ugh, let's just disconnect. Of course, from ECW, man, yeah. I saw the one they did after. Forget it was at One Night Stand or something, but I also saw the original one, which was awesome. Ay, gracias por el follow, Modo. I gotta update the notifications because,
I know you already
yeah.
have
So
that soul,
like,
but take this.
I'm carefully listening once again to everything I'm saying in those videos, because like this weekend I'm talking about, hey, you should purchase this and that, but obviously the context is different. So I almost said like, do I want to put this video out? But honestly, if I don't put it out now, I never will, right?
I'll explain the
So like even like a spoiler, look at my facial hair just so you see how much time has gone by. Look at this and then keep an eye out on Sunday's video.
to hear from you.
How does he know?
Don't be silly.
Yeah, no, I love this game.
Of course, the son of Loki would want to travel the world.
And hopefully none of you are minding the visuals, and I know it's a lot of story now. Obviously they're setting up the characters. This is the same format they've done with everybody, but once you begin the action part and the adventure, man, it is so good. And this is going to be $50. I would probably get the PS4 version. I don't think I had like a slight period where I wore hats. That lasted like 2 weeks. This weekend's video will be about the thing that I've been talking about for like seemingly 3 weeks now, which is the Nintendo Switch portable dock that I use. As a matter of fact, the footage of Trials of Mana that you saw in the video that I posted today was recorded using that dock. So it's something that I've had a chance to use. But like, for example, in that video, I said that I've been using that dock for a couple of hours, but I cut that part out because I'm like, I've been using that for a month now, right? And it's still good. So
I wish to atone for my mistakes. I cannot forgive the wizard for what he did. For the first time,
I asked Reddit to give me some of the best three-way matches, and I've only said, I mean, that Shawn Triple H Stevie Richards match from WrestleMania is pretty good.
I do not plan to return home until he has answered.
I think the TNA match between Daniels, AJ, and Joe, one of my favorites of all time. I think that was Sacrifice 2007.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
But Sunday's video, I do also play a little bit of one of my favorite underrated Switch games of all time, which people, it's like, holy crap. That game is being re-released today because there was actually a legal dispute between the publisher and the developer. So it was re-released today. So I'm like, man, this is freaking perfect. Howdo, what's going on, my friend? So I almost posted it today because it's about done. I need to record. I literally haven't saved the video because I haven't recorded 10 seconds of footage of a particular thing. Under $2, damn. It'll do 2+. That is the Vidya game. Yeah, Nicole's played that. I gotta move this camera. People, you gotta let me know these things. I don't want to interrupt the gameplay. And I know I need to get to playing Resident Evil 3 on the PS1 soon. I'm not going to be doing it on stream, but I wanted to hang out with you guys first for a while. Yeah, it's a really good game. So I love how the video is, looking at the runtime, it's like 13 minutes long. Only 3.5 to 4 minutes of the video is actually of the thing I'm reviewing. And the rest of the video is me playing that game. As I was editing, I'm like, damn. Because it works. It's like, even in the video, I say, well, the damn thing I'm reviewing works. What else can I say about it? Yeah, the RE3 demo was really short. Okay, so now we're finally getting into some more action-oriented stuff. Just chilling here out under curfew. Ay, gracias por darte la vuelta, Jaro. Espero que estés bien. Cuídate, un fuerte abrazo. Just something about video games in general is very calming to watch or play. Yeah, so, okay. Let me explain the gameplay mechanics of this game. So, it is an action RPG. It's not turn-based. Circle is quick attack, which is what you're seeing right now. You can get some seeds. Yeah, Stuntman brings out a different kind of Juan. You can also jump. You can dash. You have the strong attack. You can hold triangle for a charge attack. Not just that, you can hold L1. Oh yeah, time changes. You can hold L1 for some special abilities and hold R1 for other ones that I've not gotten access to, so I don't really know about that. You know, the weird thing is, I wish... Holy crap, damn it. See, this is the problem when you stream after you already put a video out. I think I would prefer that the Final Fantasy Remake demo, or the actual remake, played like this game. Huh. That is a weird thing to say. But I said it. And I'm not taking it back. Loki versus Devitt. Yeah, I haven't seen any of those matches, so I can't comment on that. Yeah, the lock-on system's pretty good in this game. Damn, this runs so much better on PS4. Yeah, Nicole, if I buy this, I was initially thinking Switch because that's where I played. Is the other... Damn, man, why did I play the Switch version? Because the thing is, I'm going to have to... The character I want to main as is in the other save. Oh yeah, didn't even read there. I'm upset right now because of that. So I'm going to play this demo like 3 different times. My favorite Resident Evil game right now. I've been able to play a few, so I can rank the ones that I played. Main would probably be Resident Evil 4. Followed by Resident Evil... Give me a second, I'm thinking here. Followed by probably Resident Evil 2 Remake, then Resident Evil 2, then Resident Evil Outbreak, followed by Resident Evil 5. You got me thinking now. Like, Resident Evil 3, it's not a game that I played growing up, and I'm playing it now. And, honestly... Like, the PS1 game, I'm playing it now, it's like, okay. Oh yeah, the PC version would be even better. But I rarely buy a game on PC, because remember that I also gotta focus on recording stuff. And, I would have to sacrifice a lot of stuff to just get things to run. Whereas if I get a game on console, I don't have to worry about getting frame drops, because if I get frame drops, it's because of the game, not my computer. Good Fatal 4-Way matches, man. I think Fatal 4-Way matches are pretty forgettable, even if they're good. Like, I'm thinking here, and I can't think of one. You know who would be great to ask? Keith. Keith has such a great mind. In Byte That, I always told him, like, you know, I got a lot of credit sometimes for Byte That and all that, and I think even Ryan and I agreed that Keith was very much the glue for that podcast, because he will be able to remember such specific things that I was like, whoa, that happened? That happened 5 years ago. I don't even remember it. Which is why I think we make a great team on the podcast, because it's not 3 people thinking about things the same way, right? And yeah, if I go by the other demo that I played, I wonder what happens, because I chose him as my second companion. So... talking about Kevin, the character that I made on the Switch version. So, if I can at least see his story unfold in some way, I'm gonna be okay. But if not, I guess I could just check out cutscenes. But damn, it's the character I wanted to play as. This sucks. Yeah, no, that's definitely one of the main ways that many people get by that. And it could happen. The thing is, right now, obviously, with everything that's happening, we had many plans. Like, I was thinking, oh, I'm going to upgrade X and Y. And right now, it's like, no, I'm not going to do anything. Obviously, can't go into too many details, but there could be a scenario where I don't see paycheck for quite some time right now. And that is a very, very scary thing to think about. Especially when I've yet to pay the taxes. Oh yeah, WrestleMania. No, Keith is definitely I think that's the he likes to do his job, right? It's like everybody has a different personality. Like, my life is pretty much public. I mean, I literally have a podcast where I've talked about, my experiences with suicide. I don't think I could possibly be more open about myself. But not everybody needs to do that, and I fully respect that. Yeah, Justin, I'm just hoping that they delay the IRS payment. That's why we're pretty much waiting right now. Because with the situation, it's going to be very tough. Because I have the money to pay my taxes. But if I pay that, I am good for about another month and a half to 2 months. After that, things are going to be very interesting. So, because remember that Nicole and I just bought a house. So a lot of our savings went into that for the initial payments. Like, buying a house ain't cheap initially. I just realized, Justin, what's going on? I reacted to you like you've been here the whole time. Yeah, no, Justin, that's why we are pretty much having that mindset. And I'm thinking of just other ways to, like, just do things, like build my brand. Like, once again, these are more behind the scenes conversations, but I'm thinking, like, okay, I don't know what my regular job looks like, and I'm not, like, look, I don't nearly get enough through ad revenue to supplement ourselves, right? But maybe if I start streaming a little bit more, working on more videos and vlogs and posts, then maybe companies would be interested in possibly sponsoring me or something. Juan, can I add you on stream? Of course, man. That question is dumb because all of you are my friends and I have no problem adding you. I should just be Player Juan or Mr. Player Juan. I'll check in a bit, let you know. I'll post it on Discord. But right now, the problem for us has been that my credit card, it's a little up there. Like, not, I mean, when I say up there, I've seen people's credit cards be over budget. I'm like, okay, I am not even close to that. But I do not like having debt. And I'm almost done paying my car, so that is a great benefit because I'm only 3 months. 3 months? Yeah. I'm only 3 months away from paying my car off. So that's going to be huge help because then the only thing we got to worry about, the main one, is paying for the house. And luckily for houses, especially if you have some federal stuff, there's benefits. Like if you can't pay or something, you can reach out. So if you ever buy a home, make sure you know about insurance, you know about all those things because, yeah, that would be awesome, Kane, hopefully. And yeah, Nicole... link there. I'm actually going to copy and paste that here. There we go. If you click that, it's still my old link. Yeah, people, closing costs are not cheap at all.
Don't resist, and we may spare you.
I don't know why. I feel like it's like 6 p.m. or something. But it's super not late. Oh man, my life is so weird. It's like just thinking this morning I put out a new episode about mental health, and then the Trials of Mana remake pretty much came out, like those two videos came out within 10 minutes of one another. I'm trying to do some stuff in Puerto Rico that if it happens, we can benefit hundreds of people from our own home. So I'm hoping those things get approved. It's like, I have a weird life. I wouldn't change it, but it is weird. I'm even thinking with Happy to Fell doing some live stuff as well, giving the situations. Oh yeah, that profile picture I put in, man, that is old.
Hey, if you're trying to
Yeah, I haven't changed that profile in years, people.
get together and brawl amongst themselves.
Better rest at the inn until nightfall. Guards will thin out by then. Trained swordsman knows when to pick his battles.
I mean, Kane, it's the same way there are football managers and everything else, right? There's a lot of games that have that where you don't actually play the obvious parts of it. And some people just like to manage. Just like I would hate to be an accountant, but there's people that love accounting, right? I mean, we have an accountant in chat, and there's just people that like that. Those people are weird, but they're good people. And we need those people. I'm getting so... I don't know if anybody from work is watching this stream, but I cannot pick that up right now. Damn it. Okay, so there are some similarities because this exact same type of thing happened in the other characters. I guess we're all still in the same towns. Yeah, with Fire Pro, it's fun. The whole curiosity of you build up some AI and you see what happens with them. I think that's just fun. Okay, let me write something quickly just to let them know, hey, I'm not ignoring you. Yeah, it's a difficult thing to explain to coworkers. Like, hey, I'm streaming. What? Huh? What do you mean? Yeah, no, I'm live, but I'm doing this. Like, what do you mean live streaming? What are you doing, Juan? What is this side gig that you have? Honestly, how can you say that, Kevin? I do think that Steel Rivals is a lot better. I think the graphics are a lot smoother. I think that the performance and the magnitude of the situation, the leaps and bounds that are... I'm really just saying gibberish right now, people. I think a lot of people manage... what's honestly impacted me in these days of like working from home and social distancing is that for me, I am super okay with it. I mean, dare I say I've been more productive and I've been happier and I feel well rested. But it's because, look, like, I didn't leave my home for 7 years. I bring it up in one of the Happy to Fail episodes. So it's like, hey, I am used to this. My life has led to moments like these. But, you know, hearing coworkers and family members be impacted and it's not as easy for them, that does take a toll on you. So that's why even today, my goal today was to not do any actual work like for my day job. But it's been really, really difficult. You're watching? Why are you watching me play video games right now? Don't put so much pressure on me. Ex-gripper. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Saludos. Espero que estén bien. This is a video juego. Video juego. Jugable. Control. Okay, with a video game, you hold this thing. You hold this thing. See? Analog sticks. Buttons. And things happen. Part of it. It's a good Twitch stream game because then it can involve chat members if they want a CAW made for them and we can chat. I just commentate and it's a fun time. Yeah, I mean, I used to do that in... Oof. I used to do that when I was 16 years old. Yeah. And I would literally use like old wrestling games. I would turn on CPU mode. And then I would just commentate in Yahoo video chats. Like, the funny part is, I got more viewers back then doing that than anything I've ever done before, since then. Because it wasn't normal. People weren't doing things like that. So, it was a thing that, well, you mean you can put video game... Wow, holy crap. When you think about it, I think the biggest problem that I had was that I didn't just flat out do these things. And also at that time, our internet speeds were terrible, but I was live streaming games probably since 2007. Now that I think about it, because, yeah, there weren't live streaming platforms, but I was using Yahoo Chat for that. And I was doing play-by-play, and it was a bunch of live stuff. Can I ask, is there a better site to go to in order to read all the chat? I'm not seeing it on Twitch. That's actually a good question. Nicole, is there a way? I mean, the best way is to read this chat on the lower right. I could choose to leave the chat on screen a little bit longer if you would like it, because everybody's engaging. So if you would like me to do that, I could change that. So just let me know. Yeah, I was... when Justin TV launched, I used to stream there almost daily. The problem is the internet here was so bad. It was horrible. Like, we got 20 megabits down at one point, and we had a 20 gigabyte cap. And the 20 gigabyte cap included upload. So, when I first met Nicole and we were just friends, I would literally go to her house to, like, just flat out download all these demos, all these games onto a USB to then get back home to actually play them. So it's very difficult, and I think that was one of the main reasons that I just stopped streaming, because I actually got a couple of phone calls from our company saying, hey, why are you using so much bandwidth? Because even now, like, streaming, for most people don't understand it, right? So that's why when they said social distancing, I'm like, hey, it's like, I literally, look at all you, right? It's like, we are all friends at this point, because it's not even the 10th time that we get a chance to speak in chat, right? So it's like, we've known a lot about each other. And so the irony is of social distancing is like, it's my chance for social connection. You look at Juan CPU videos and they're not normal. These CPUs are genetic freaks. Well, I did the math and the numbers don't lie, Kane. It's like Kevin asked me on, I think it was on the previous stream, you asked me if I'm like an introvert or an extrovert. It's that I think a lot of people mistake my personality for an extrovert, when it's like, it is so easy for me to not leave even this room and be okay. And many people think it's like, oh, it's not healthy. And it's like, look, like, it's not that I sit here and play video games every day. I actually work out in this room. Because it's like, I have an air conditioning unit here. If it's on, why go anywhere else? So it's like, here I do exercises. I sometimes lay on the floor, listen to music, listen to podcasts. I do wellness exercises. I work from here. I edit videos here. I play video games. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm doing okay. That doesn't mean I'm here all day. I go outside. I stretch. Even now, you know, Nicole usually and I every night just hang out for a few minutes outside just to be like, hey, this is what the world looks like. We are a familia. Okay, so this is interesting. So it does seem like after the initial parts of the game, the rest does play out the same, because this exact same thing happened. And honestly, thank you, everybody. Today was a very difficult day. Had to help some people. Obviously, I won't reveal the situations, but very draining. You know, had to go outside, and it was heartbreaking because I told Nicole, I even sent her a picture. I went to one of the supermarkets, and I want to say for every 50 people, maybe 5 were below 40 years old. So think about the fact that the elderly, most of them, their family abandoned them, or maybe their family doesn't give a damn about them. So they're going outside to expose themselves to possibly COVID-19, right? And I'm like, damn, what the hell, you know? And there was this elderly man that wouldn't stop talking to me. And at first I was like, please stop talking to me. Because once again, like, if I don't have to talk, I don't want to. But then I also realized maybe I'm the first person he talks to in days, in person. So you got to be able to understand that, right? Yeah, no, most of our population in Puerto Rico is elderly. So that's one of the biggest threats that we have right now. It's that, look, it is a thing. I think elderly, I forget what the specific amount is. People's Champ, ¿cómo está usted, caballero? Señor Santo está en la casa. Estamos bacaleando un ratito con Trials of Mana. But yeah, I would say even over 60%. I think it's actually a lot higher. But most of our population is elderly. Man, this version looks so much better. It's not even funny. Estamos bien aquí durmiendo que trabajo. Espera, si tú estás durmiendo, ¿cómo tú estás escribiendo? Eso es imposible. Yeah, no, this whole situation with Italy, and it's very similar. For example, I used to work in Puerto Rico has 2 smaller islands, and most people don't know that. One of them has a population of about 1.9 thousand. The other one has about 8.5 thousand. And we would help families in houses half the size of this one that would have 8 people living in that house. So just think about that, right? So our biggest problem is that our culture, and I think Italy is very, very similar. It's very connected, very close to one another. Over 16% of the population are elderly, according to 2017 article. And that number's got to be a lot higher because remember that how many people moved after Hurricane Maria, right? And even after the earthquake, which happened just this year. I hope you guys have those designated hours in the early morning for the elderly to shop without any young whippersnappers. I don't think we have that. I don't think we have anything that specific yet. We definitely should, or at least for people with different disabilities, right? I think the way they're handling it this morning, though, when I went to that supermarket, I think that was super okay. So I think it's just a matter of there are almost no cases, right? Right now, there's only like officially 6. But that's because they're barely testing. I think that once more cases are out there, once more things are confirmed, that's going to change things up. I think people are going to be feeling very scared. And I think when the weekend arrives, think about the fact that the weekend has not yet arrived. So people may be okay staying in their homes now because they're supposed to be working, but those that usually rest on the weekends, maybe they're going to be like, oh damn, now what? Because if you notice, Clara and Keisha say hi. Fuerte abrazo a ustedes. Espero que Luis lo esté tratando muy bien. Luis, por favor, no escribas nada en el chat que te pueda perjudicar legalmente. Yo sé dónde tú vives en Puerto Rico y te voy a partir la cara. No. Love all of you. Love all of you. But seriously, streaming, el transmitir en vivo, gente, es algo que me encanta. Porque miren, tenemos, just like people in chat, I know I've asked this before, but obviously there's many people right now. Repost where you're from right now. Just so people get an idea of how connected we are with what we're doing right now. Like Kane is from California. Phantasy Star Online 2, I've always wanted to check out Phantasy Star. I think I rented the Dreamcast one a long time ago. But, yeah, see, we have people, miren, tenemos gente de Nueva York, de Belgium, de California, o sea, para que vean el poder de la internet, el poder de los tubitos. Honey Elixir, Strength Serum, Ice Coin. We got some stuff, people. Got some stuff. We got Florida. And the sad thing is, like, think about this. All of us where we live right now, we are all... Isn't it weird? Like, we're all in kind of like high-risk areas, like New York, California. I forget what the situation's like in Belgium, but Florida. So I think it... Whoa! See that? Player Worldwide Juan. Sounds cool, man. Sounds very, very cool. It's like, I've been saying for years that the professionals of the world need to adapt to things like Twitch, Facebook Live, and all that, because it's going to be the way you reach your audience. Like, that's why I see a situation like this as an opportunity for people, whereas others see it like, oh no, we can't connect with one another. It's like, no. Like, we can connect a lot better. Because I'm streaming from my home. It's like a comfortable environment. All of you are in your homes right now, right? Belgium is close to lockdown. Yeah, like, look at that. You know, we are in lockdown here in Puerto Rico. Not complete, like you can't leave your home, but malls, movie theaters, basically any form of entertainment, and officially things like Walmart and Costco, they're only selling the essentials. So it's a tough situation, just because I think, once again, our population is so used to hanging out, going to the beach. Like, for me, once again, it's like, I don't hang out and I don't go to the beach. I'm fine. But you can't, you can't, how do you say it? You can't condemn the person that does, because that's what they like. But they can't do it. I can do my thing. So, if anything, we as gamers, we went from being the people that were made fun of to all of a sudden, now we are the people that are we have the most resources of support, right? Because we have games that we can play, we have games that we can watch on stream, we have multiplayer, single player. Like, where do you want to travel? Italy, we'll grab a game from Italy. You want to go to New York, we'll play Division. Oh, that's probably a bad game to play right now. But we can travel anywhere that we want. Exactly, like beaches are closed, pretty much anything. And there's a $5 fine, I believe, if you go outside, and you can go to jail. And I think 36 people have already been fined. And that's not fine. I mean, them breaking the law. Like, stay the F home, people. If you don't need to leave, don't. We can socially distance while socially staying in contact. Exactly. Yeah, it's a situation. It's something I would love to talk about here, but because of my position and many different things, I can't elaborate too much, Kane. But let's just say not everywhere is handling the homeless population the way they should, and different populations the way they should. And I think that has taken more of an emotional toll on me than anything else, because here's where you see that certain people are treated as less, and I'm doing my best to do my part. I don't have all the decisions, but I've already made the personal commitment to that. If they won't, I will. In terms of some things that I would like to do. So regardless of what happens, I am going to do what I'm going to do. I'm just waiting to see how. Because not everybody's as fortunate as all of us. Like, every single person in here is privileged in some capacity, right? We have internet. We have phones. We have maybe more than one phone. Maybe we don't just have a phone. We have a nice phone. We have our computers. We have our families and our homes. But not everybody has that. So for us, social distancing is like whatever. But what about that person that maybe doesn't live in the best neighborhood? Maybe doesn't have all of these luxuries that we do. And it's important that we access those people, right?
I'm alright.
And hopefully you don't mind the serious conversation. I mean, it's kind of what I do.
I'm a soldier from Valsena. The name's Duran. I saw the light from the
Last name Duran.
I see. I have no other option. So
I try to
I'm
keep
supposed
up to date and try helping out when I can, even if it's to a small capacity. And I think that's the thing.
Oh, never mind.
From experience, the small capacity is a lot better than the large one. Because
I need you to take
I can donate $1 million to one organization, but I don't necessarily see the outcome.
I can't fly.
Or I can also help support a small community, and I directly see what happens. And I'm in the mindset that you want to be able to have tangible impact, which means like I can touch that, I can see that impact, because other people see that it's good when you do that.
Something has happened to the sanctuary of Mana.
The Sanctuary of Mana?
I'm using the internet since 2003 on Windows XP, and the internet has grown a lot since I started using it. Yeah, like my first computer probably was in like 94.
It came from Astoria. I gotta go back.
Commentary number 1, gameplay number 2. Thank you so much, Kevin. And seriously, I really do value these conversations that we have, you know.
I'm still here.
My first OS was Windows 95.
Don't delay.
I remember just, I don't know why this reminds me. I think it was like Windows 98.
Talking in my head.
One time, I was at my father's house. He got a virus. And the virus was just a bunch of porn pop-ups.
Jeez.
98. How old was I? 90. How old would I have been? There's no way I was even 11. I must have been like 10. So
Why are you heading to Wendell?
I saw many vaginas when I was 10 years old.
That's why I gotta find a way to switch
And my father was just like, how do I get rid of these ads? My first thought was, why must the first vagina that I see be next to my father? That was a thing. I mean, you want awkward situations. That was pretty freaking awkward. Wow, Atari 800 OS. Damn. Those pop-ups put the epic in epic, JC. No, like, I remember what happened. Okay, so the story was... let me change here. So the story of what happened there was I go like I'm literally looking at like I can perfectly remember the computer where it was. He was telling me as he went to the bathroom, just like, oh, there's something wrong with the computer. These pop-ups keep popping up. No pun intended. Goes to the bathroom. I go to the room, turn on the computer. All of a sudden, vaginas everywhere. Could that be like the Buzz Lightyear vaginas everywhere? So I'm just like alt control delete. I have like alt F4ing like there's no tomorrow, because I'm like, I know I do not want my first experience with this to be next to my father. Just that is not negotiable. Sadly, that didn't matter. It still happened. But then he was like, keep in mind, I am a 10-year-old that has never seen porn at that point, and I'm like, how am I supposed to explain to my father, like, hey, I'm pretty sure you just went to these websites and you clicked on these things, therefore this happened. I am 10 explaining this, right? So, like, I remember the rest of the day, I think I said nothing. I think I literally went to sleep. I think I was able to fix that somehow. Because, like, I could do command line stuff. I was pretty good with computers around that time. And I solved it. I think I just went to bed. I was like, nope, I ain't having this. Can you tell us any updates or stories you can share from your 24-hour gaming marathon to raise money for the Children's Hospital? I don't know how much money we raised this year so far. Obviously, man, 2020, oof, it's been rough. Last year, we as a team raised over 24,000. And I think that last year was our last year doing a full marathon. One of the goals is to split it into two 12-hour marathons. So we're thinking of having one during the month of June or July. And then the other one is going to be towards the end of the year. They're fun to do. I think that it's just very challenging. Like, I had to work the next day. Like, no, that was on a Saturday. I had to work on Monday, but something happened on Sunday where basically I got no rest, and I told Nicole, like, I just can't do this, like, because it is affecting my job. Because usually I would take that Monday off, but I couldn't. So they are still going to happen. It's going to be like 12-hour streams. And obviously it's going to be way easier here. I helped some older gentleman with his PC and it was full of all that. Very embarrassing. Yeah, no, I love you being there. And honestly, if it wasn't for the chat, like all of you, Kevin said earlier, commentary number 1, gameplay number 2. Really, if there's no chat, there's no conversation. You can't have a conversation with yourself. I mean, you can, but that would be weird. But, like for me, I think streaming, it's like, unless it's like a speedrunner or something like that, like a skill-based stream, I think it really is chat, commentator, engagement, and then gameplay like at number 4. Fun to watch, exhausting for you guys. Yeah, we required a lot of coffee. So this is Trials of Mana on the PS4. This is the demo. I don't know if anybody was aware we are streaming a game as this is happening. Just in case, right? Because some people can't forget.
There is no time to waste. We have to get to the Priest of Light as soon as possible. Wendell is in danger.
I think I'm just going to rest my voice after this stream and play Resident Evil 3 a little bit later. Enjoy Nicole's stream tomorrow. Going to dedicate the morning to doing some actual, more traditional work. The afternoon, possibly record a Spanish language version of Happy to Fail. So that way people down here can benefit. Yeah, I'm seriously enjoying this game. I hate that I've barely not paid attention to almost any cutscene. Which is why I don't like to stream games with a lot of story. Unless I don't talk a lot. But you know that's not exactly an easy task. But there's a very high percentage. I know the irony of me saying I gotta save up money as I say this. But I really like playing this game. And I think even for streaming it's good because it's an action RPG. I think it's pretty to look at. It's got some good music. It's got a lot of good things that could lend itself to a good stream as well. If you have a Switch and that's your only choice, I think it's fine as well. It's half the frame rate. Like, I don't think I could play the Switch version after this. Because this version has spoiled me. You know what I realized? I've been leveling up and I haven't done a single upgrade. Yeah, I know. I've done this. There we go. Ace, welcome back, my friend. Attack increases by 10% for 30 seconds. Yeah, look at how elaborate this game is. You can also unlock costumes, from what I can see. Like, you can do a bunch of stuff. I already sent a friend request on Steam. Awesome. Yeah, I'll make sure to accept it afterwards. I know if, some of you, I accepted most requests on Switch, but I know somebody else sent me something. Yeah, so here is where your secondary character comes into play. Wow, her voice is different. Man, I am surprised at how much the PS4 makes it sound here.
So, is she gonna let us in or what? Oh, and you can help me get to Wendell.
Damn
right away.
boobies.
I could use a break.
I mean, I'm covering. I mean, technically, there were my boobies there for a second. You saw that, right? You experienced. Okay, oh, this is bad. I'm gonna hit no for now.
I may not look it, but I'm the heir to the throne of Altena.
Oh, nice. Even if you put no, it just gives you a recap of the story. That's nice.
But to be honest,
Yeah, like, luckily, this is an air-conditioned room, so that's fine, but the regular PS4 does struggle with a couple of games like Dreams. When I put Dreams on that thing, holy crap, Kevin, it is bad.
I mean, who does that? I don't even know how.
Let me see how today's video has been doing.
All of a sudden, I was
Curious.
outside the castle. I had no clue what to do.
Oh, damn, already passed 200 views.
And then I guess
This is the difficult thing. It's like, I mean, I put in technically like 3 to 4 hours for that video, right? Because I played the demo and everything, but it's already done better views than the video I put out 2 weeks ago. Or a week and a half ago.
Wait a sec. You said you're the
Doing good so far.
Altena. Then you must be friends with that blasted wizard, huh?
Excuse me? Don't even joke about that. That guy conspired with my mom.
Got a couple of work-related things I gotta read.
I hate that jerk.
Yeah, no, that's definitely one of the main points.
Sorry. I didn't realize. Then, what's up with that wizard anyway? I mean, who is he?
It's complicated. Years back, he couldn't.
Like, I'm still not sure which console I'm gonna be getting. Just because, honestly, I don't necessarily care about the new consoles. Like, I'm gonna get them primarily for the sake of content creation, but that also involves me upgrading my computer to 4K recording, and that costs some money.
Incredibly powerful wizard, huh? Well, I'm gonna
So we'll have to wait and see.
He won't stand
Because I think whichever console we get, we may have to buy 2 of them. Remember that we have the living room, Nicole's office, and mine, and you definitely don't want to spend $600 on a console that you have to constantly move around.
Duran, huh? All right then.
Yeah, I think that right now I am also in the mindset of the Xbox Series X because backwards compatibility. Microsoft already has a decent track record with backwards compatibility, especially with the Xbox One X, and we've seen what they can do, right? And Game Pass. That's the thing. It's like Game Pass really is. It's like there was a meme a couple of years ago. It's like you can say whatever, but you say that word, it's like, oh well, that's why you win. It's like Xbox Game Pass, then a PlayStation Now. Oh, it's like it doesn't work that way.
Give me a moment. I'll get rid of it.
So I think that unless PlayStation Now becomes a Game Pass competitor fully. And the thing is, it's like, once again, like, I don't care about AAA games. Money, if you have been subscribed to the channel for months, you know the type of games that I like. And all of these big announcements to me do nothing. Nothing. Like, I would love a scenario where I only had an Xbox and a PS5 in this room, and I didn't need, like, right now I have a PS2, PS3, and a PS4. I have 3 PlayStation consoles here, in addition to a 360 and an Xbox One. If I could lose that and lower that amount, that would be incredible.
You're all on your own out here.
Well,
Oh, also something cool. I mentioned this in the video. Check it out. You can change the music from this. Let me raise the volume so that way you can. This is the remake music. Let me just play this for a little while. And then here's the original. Why can't Sony show a picture of the console? It's a lot of reasons, business reasons that are kind of boring, but we may see it as just like whatever. But for investors and all that, like when you have a company and you have investors, you have to trickle things out, because if you get a lot of backlash for something, stock goes down, it does take a plummet, so it's difficult, right? So it is strictly a business thing as to why those things trickle down as opposed to just them happening in one shot. Like Microsoft already showed it, but if you noticed, it wasn't up until now that they showed the controller for it, right? There was a port on the back of the console that people didn't know what it was until now, and that's the expansion slot. So companies need to figure out ways to, like, even that question lets you know, like, there's curiosity, right? There's genuine interest. It's like, when are they going to do it? That's what they want. What do you think about the presenter that talked about the PS5 yesterday? I think that the presentation was very, very well put. Like, I learned a lot about technology yesterday. I think the problem is that that presentation was not meant for the public. That was a GDC presentation for tech people, investors. So, like, that was not for any of us. And the problem is that a lot of people are just coming up with their own conclusions because they saw an 8 instead of a 9. And it's like, it doesn't work like that. You know, we're not hardware developers, yet here we are tinfoil hatting and pretending like we know about these things. Like, that's why if I did some kind of video, it would be just saying, hey, I mean, hey, like, it was interesting for me. I'm not going to be the person you go to for, like, validation, right? Did I save earlier? I don't think I even did. Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's one of the, like, I understand. Look, companies are in a really crappy situation. The same way that wrestling shows are left without an audience. Companies need your attention now, because I am working from home, which means I can have Microsoft Word open here, but I can also have Steam open here. New game comes out, I buy it. So the amount of impulse buys that can happen right now is incredible. Companies know that. People are bored. People need to be entertained. So I think companies are just going all out, going, I'll throw anything at you and hopefully something sticks. The problem with that presentation is that if you're not a tech person, there's nothing for you. But if you saw with a lot of the analysts, pretty much everybody knew that was it. Like, that was the thing. You know, a couple of websites even stated, like, look, this is not an E3 presentation. This is a tech presentation about the actual console. And I mean, they spoke a lot about the console, right? Like, they basically made that thing get naked, if you think about it. Nothing here. Oh, right. Need to get here later. I'm going to stream for just a little while longer. I want to thank everybody. And Ace, I don't know if you saw the video yet or not. That was actually the one main complaint, and the complaint I still have about this game. I think the camera, the character, it should lower. And I'm not saying like lower it like this. It should be physically lower. Almost like a not a third-person shooter, but I think you know what I mean. Because whenever you have like 3 units and it's like a small environment, it just feels uncomfortable. Like, I just don't like how it feels. I've gotten used to it because I've played this game for hours now, between the Switch and this version. But I shouldn't have to get used to something that could be fixed. And I've gone to the options menu, I've tried to change, you know, but And I think it's something that's easily fixable. It's like just lower the damn camera, son. Yeah, that enemy's glitching. Man, okay. We got that. But the fact that the only complaint that I have is that, you know, speaks volumes about this game and just how much I like it so far. And I'm playing it in normal difficulty, so if I wanted a bigger challenge, I could bump that up. I don't know if you can change that once you start it, though. Oh, you can. Freaking awesome. It just can't be changed during battle. So if the battles are too easy, just change it up. Yeah, there's so much Persona. It's just one of those series that I need to realize I'm just never going to play. I mean, technically, BS, I played Persona 3 on PSP. And I played it for a bit, you know. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm surprised at how weird the camera is when I think most games figured this out a long time ago, right? This is not reinventing a genre. This is nothing new yet. Yeah, it looks a little weird. I don't think it'll change at this point, but one can dream, right? Oh, this is a long, elaborate, boring scene. Can I just skip this? Yeah. And then we get some stuff. Ooh, okay. There we go. When I play games, I typically... Yeah, like right now with Resident Evil, I'm playing it on easy. I've died, still. Not that anybody would be surprised. But I play games to experience them and to get away from problems, not add more problems to my bag, right? So, that's why I ain't got no shame, man. I ain't got no shame. Yeah, I mean, that's why I think we're going to see a lot of game sales, because many people are going to be stuck on their computers or consoles right now, but maybe they don't have a lot of money, right, for games. So I think a Switch is going to be good. Yeah, because Resident Evil 3 on PS1 and the easy difficulty just kind of gives you a lot of ammo. It just seems to like make things readily accessible to you. Like I see a lot of herbs, many different things. So one of the Persona 3 Mass Destruction song, but with Baby Baby. Really? I'm gonna have to listen to that. Yeah, look at the camera right here, see? It's like anytime you're in this weird situation, it's like your character is at the very bottom. And it just looks weird. But if you notice, the game does bump up its difficulty a little bit. Like there, I definitely struggled more than I have earlier. I think after this stream, I'm just going to rest for a little bit, watch some videos, catch up on them YouTube channels. Then after dinner, I'll watch Nicole play RE3. A little bit more RE3 tomorrow, maybe. Yeah, I think that there are ways that they could make. I don't mind the UI at the bottom. I get it, you know, because there's going to be a third character at it, so that's why they have all of them there. I think it could have been less intrusive, because you look at it, really it's 2 tiny bars, but then MP and HP are so on your screen, right? Oh, check this out. Kane was talking about this earlier. I'll translate it. Econo, which is the supermarket I went to earlier, the biggest supermarket chain in Puerto Rico, will establish an hour to open their stores exclusively for elderly folk, 60 or more, and people people from elderly homes, so that they can make their purchases. I think that is the way to go. I think they need to establish elderly, and then establish like an hour or something for people with disabilities. Yeah, that's a damn good idea. And Puerto Rico, you know, we can complain about some stuff, but we've taken some pretty good measures. And yeah, there are people still going out there. There are some people that are acting like rebels and idiots, but overall, I think people are realizing that they gotta really take this seriously.
So much for taking me here.
Gabriel, ¿cómo está?
Hurry. We need to request an audience with His Eminence.
So I'm just gonna get to the inn. Or save point. I forgot where the inn is. Don't think this is actually the inn. I am not gonna do that dance ever. Pues todo bien por acá. Llevamos ratito, jugamos el demo de Resident Evil 3 ahorita. Y estamos con Trials of Mana para PlayStation 4, just having a good time. Here's the inn. So I'm going to save, and then we can just spend the last couple of minutes just hanging out, talking, if there's any questions. Now's the time to send them. We have that. So while we just talk, just going to go here. Check out some of the sales and things that are out there. You take it really seriously, because in France, oh God, I want to kick some ass and slap some faces, because people don't understand why they need to stay home. Yeah, it's like, I think we said it on a previous stream. The funniest thing about all of this is that the best thing people can do is nothing, right? Like, think about that. If you want this to go away, the best thing you can do is nothing. But it is so hard for people to do nothing, and this is what's happening right now. So it's a little scary. Favorite side activity in Yakuza? I mean, I love the karaoke, right? I like that a lot. When will the next major live stream be on your main channel? It all depends, like, because it could be next Sunday. Not this Sunday. It could be next Sunday or the other one. Because I still have a couple of videos that are recorded. Like right now, I have recorded. This one's gonna go up this weekend. I have a Game Boy Advance video and a PS3 video. They're both recorded. Plus, I have to record the controversial games. And I have 9 videos to record. So I'm probably going to do the stream next Sunday, depending on what happens. So regardless, expect tomorrow probably a poll for the next stream. And I have here, it's going to be Zombie U, Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, a Switch game, and I'm thinking of maybe having that be Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, possibly, and a Wii game. And actually, you know what? You know what we should do, huh? I should put Super Mario Galaxy as an option. And then, because I'm going to stream it anyway on the second channel, but maybe we do the first stream on this channel, on PlayerJuan, because honestly, it's also a plug for this channel, people. That way, it's like, hey, if you want to see some more of that, you go to this one. So it's going to be Zombie. Wow, this is going to be all over the place. Super Mario. My keyboard's not writing. What the hell? Okay. What's happening here? Shadow of the Cornflakes. Ooh. Was that a problem there? Hey, what's going on, Sidash? What's going on? Welcome back. Shadow of the Colossus, I love. I have that game. Okay, there we go. Super Mario Galaxy. Wow, that's going to be all over the place, that stream. I'm actually going to take out Mass Effect 3. Because I think as fun as that would be, I don't know if that would be a good main channel stream. Hey, don't worry, my friend. Don't worry, my friend. With all of these situations that are happening, honestly, whenever I can, even if it's just like, there could be a stream I'm just going to say where I'm not playing anything. And it's just a matter of like, if I'm here writing, doing something, like, I know Nicole also has my stream in her background. Maybe somebody just needs to talk. Like, I work on peer support on a local level, and I really do take that seriously. And maybe I'm just streaming and just somebody's like, hey, I just need somebody to talk to, right? So, let's see. So it's going to be Zombie U. Which game? Let me see which games I have here that I haven't maybe touched. Corona Direct. Oh my goodness. I mean, I said it out loud already. And we thank you for that, Juan. No, thank you so much. Yeah, we could possibly do that. Is there like can we have like a topic? Like, I can talk about pretty much anything, people. But is there anything you think would be cool? I think my biggest fear of just chatting streams is that because I'm not playing anything. I mean, I can be playing anything, but still have it be just chatting, right? Like, it's just a matter of like the priority is not the game. For me, it was currently just grinding for my time I want to achieve. Yeah, man. Everybody on their own time, right? Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get that poll tomorrow. So it's very important that we make a decision. So right now we have Zombie U. I don't know if Zombie U would be the best game to play now, given the situation, but we just played Resident Evil 3, so we have that. We have Super Mario Galaxy. What about like Crash Team Racing? Crash Team Racing on PS4 would be a good option. I mean, it's not like a story game, but I personally have fun playing that. I'm going to add that as an option. Crash Team Racing. Apparently, for some reason, people in Europe love my Crash Team Racing videos. It is insane. It's one of my most viewed videos. It's just 2 videos of me playing that. Like the most basic videos that I've ever done. And then, which other game could I put? Looking. I am looking. We do not. Oh yeah, we do have a. I like to put up 4 options. I'm gonna think of another option on Switch because I don't like Crash Team Racing and Mario Kart being an option. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna look. We'll see what happens. I rewrite my message so actually, like Kevin Flynn say on Tron Legacy, the best way to not lose is don't play the game. Yeah, right. Something I am going to be starting to do is, yeah, I'm going to keep a judgment going, etc. But I want to bring back my demo series on the YouTube channel, where last year I played a couple of PS1 demos and all that. Then I gave my recap. I have like 15 to 20 demo discs, people, here. So what I'm thinking of doing is that on this channel, where you're watching me right now, I'm going to be doing the actual live playing because I don't want the main channel to be a Let's Play channel. So here, I'm actually going to play the demos, record footage, and then I'm going to take that and then give them like a summarized 10-minute version of our entire experience. But keep in mind, like, a demo disc can have like 7 games, so it can take a while, right? So the good thing is, like, when that stream happens, you're not going to watch me play 1 game. I may be playing like 5 different games or something like that. Not sure when that stream is going to happen. if it were like, would you care more about PS1 or PS2 right now? Just generally speaking, because I got a bunch for both. But if you just had to choose a console, PS1 or PS2? Yeah, let me put Switch game, non-cart game. You know one game that would be cool? New Super Lucky's Tale. What about PS 1.5? I mean, hey, I actually have an answer. If I have a demo disc for a PS2 game that's also on the PS1, right? Okay, overwhelming response to PS2 demo discs. I mean, I have just there. I have 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have just there 8 on screen, and by on screen I mean there. And that's not all of them. I have like 14 PS2 demo discs. So there are some really, really fascinating combinations. Because the cool thing is, and I'm going to let you know ahead of time, just because there's so much stuff that is really fascinating about that. And honestly, people, I'm having a blast. I was feeling okay. Wasn't feeling horrible or bad today, but definitely ending the stream feeling a lot better than I went into it. So sincerely, thank you so much. Remember, very important, especially for Kevin, because I know you're on Mixer right now. The Mixer streams will end in about a week to a week and a half. So if you haven't, please follow me on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube. Those are going to be the main platforms of choice. A conversation we as a community need to have in the future is that, say, I do reach some kind of status. You know, some of these platforms love exclusivity. For the foreseeable future, I just care about, you know, people connecting wherever they want. But we'll see what happens, right? When that time comes, we will sit down right here, and I want to have a conversation with all of you. But once again, thank you so much. I had a great time. I really, really did. I'm going to go probably maybe even take a nap right now if I can. And then just be back and play some video games tonight. New video coming up this Sunday talking about the Nintendo Switch dock on the main channel, youtube.com/PlayerJuan. New video available today, right now, people, with Trials of Mana on Nintendo Switch, even though we just finished playing this. So if you haven't watched the video, you can still check it out. I mean, it's kind of the same thing, but it's the same thing, but differently. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful afternoon, and people, 6 feet distance, okay? Stay safe, people. I want all of you to be in the chat at the end of the year. So take care, everybody, and see you very soon. Later. Oh, Kevin, this is for you. And now we're done.